Do you want to know what my first drunk experience was? I think I'll tell this story, and then I might end. I'm going to tell you guys in fucking detail. Okay, here's my first drunk story, okay? So, it was back when I was still really deep in Final Fantasy XIV, and here's what happened. Basically, I was playing it with a bunch of friends. We were playing PvP, and it was New Year's, actually. It was New Year's. And I had this wine from, it was actually a distant family member's company that they owned. So I had the wine and I was drinking it. I remember like all my friends were like, all right, it's time to pregame. I pregamed with the wine and I was like, wow, this is fucking terrible. I was like, that's just bad. And then they were like, yeah, dude, wine doesn't taste great. Like white wine isn't really the greatest. You should like mix it with something. And I was like, okay, what do you mix it with? They were like, you can mix it with Sprite. You can mix it with like, you know, any kind of soda. And then I chose root beer because I liked root beer. And I didn't know that you weren't supposed to mix wine with root beer. So then I tried it and I almost threw up. I wasn't even really drunk. What do you mean? Moscato was delish? Hey, that was baby alcohol Vanta, okay? I was afraid to drink. It was disgusting. Don't mix white wine with root beer. It was so gross, dude. The worst experience of my life, genuinely. Like, you cannot make a bigger mistake than me. But yeah, no, white wine was not good. It was so disgusting. The other thing too is that I have this thing, because this is also the origin of that one clip with Wilson and I, where Wilson was like, oh, that was nothing. And then you hear me go, hey, will I die? It's because I was still early on in that point where like, that was my first time drinking. True, why pregame with wine? I don't know. I think my friends were more experienced drinkers, so they were telling me to pregame, but I only had wine. This is an online scenario, by the way. Like, I'm home alone, they're home alone, we're all just drinking online in like a Discord call together. So they have their own drinks and I have wine because I don't know anything about alcohol, and wine is the only thing I have access to. I didn't like know to buy anything like that. I didn't know any of that shit. So like, yeah, that was my first time drinking. Did you get a bad headache afterwards? No, not really. I don't think I really drank enough because the drink was so nasty. I didn't really have any like desire to have much of it, you know? Jazz hands. Bam. Bang, bang.